Hey everybody, what's going on? We are back on the Rare and Go account, and we've been trying to figure out who we want to build next. Who I want a 6-star, a couple more champs I can 5-star. I've got a lot of food now that we're going to use Legos and stuff as food and epics. So it's just a matter of kind of deciding what I want to do. I think the problem is there's too many champs that I'm like, yeah, I could do something with him. I want to see what this champ does. So I'm kind of weirdly stuck. Like I can't really decide who I want to build. So we're working on figuring that out. We're doing okay though. We're up to where we can farm Fire Knight 16 relatively reliably. They every now and then we get a fail, but we can farm stage 16. And I need some of this gear. I want some crit damage. I want some savage. I want to have a little bit more at my disposal when I want to start building champs like where's he at? Like Painsmith and some of these nuke champs that I want to play around with. I think he's going to be a pretty useful one for us because of the block revive, but I've got to get him set up to do the damage, right? If I'm going to try to use him, and we've got Phantom Touch on him, if I'm going to try to use him, I've got to make sure he can do the damage, and I feel like a Savage set is going to be very necessary, and maybe Helm Smasher is going to not be a bad shout for him either. I want to do the Hound Spawn Hellfang thing. I want to do the Harrier thing at some point. I've got a lot of nuke champs that I want to build and play around with. But we've got to get that gear at our disposal first, right? And then I still am in need of a support. I wish we could snag a Reliquary Tender or something for that. But I do have some other options. Painkeeper's not terrible. I want to play around with Paragon as well, but I'm a little bit hesitant to like build him too far where I get into a situation where I can't cheese with him anymore. You know what I mean? If I'm gonna want a cheese campaign with him, and maybe I'm gonna have to do it with Spy, you know what I mean? Like I'm a little hesitant to build him too much. Now if I'm using the strategy where he puts unkillable on someone else, that's fine. Right? I don't know if that works in campaign, but you don't have to auto campaign. You don't have to auto. So maybe we can go ahead and build him. So maybe he's an option. But yeah, I'm kind of in a weird spot because also there's champs I want to build to do things with in arena, but I just don't have the gear yet. So I kind of feel like even though we're on this mission, I might just have to suck it up and farm in silver for a bit. It's not gonna be that bad. Like we just got accuracy up to 5. It's gonna take a bit. Like it's gonna take a bit, but it is what it is. And I feel like building these champs specifically for arena before I really have the gear for them is not gonna be the best way to go. So it might not be a bad idea to focus on champs that are gonna get me through these dungeons. Get me through the dungeons and perhaps do a little bit more for me in Clan Boss. So, getting through Dragon 18 is going to be tough. I think 19 won't be so bad, and then we might be able to start farming 20 soonish. So maybe I need to think about building someone that could perhaps help me get through 18, or maybe I just try to manual 18. I want to go ahead and get these guys fed too, just like out of my way, just out of the picture. You do block buffs, heal, and buffs for the team. You can take care of debuffs and stuff. I wonder if we could sneak through 18. I might have to try to do that manually. What does it look like? What does a Dragon 18 run look like? I don't know that I've even tried yet. I imagine we run into issues in the waves. Because we're magic heavy. What's it look like? Let's just see what happens. We've only got to get lucky once. I'm sure we just, yeah. I think that's probably it. I think we just need to be a little bit. So we can think about, like, are there any spirit champs we want to build? Anyway, that might be helpful for us in here. I think Abyssal is not a terrible idea. Armiger can be nice in there, actually. Armiger could be helpful. We need some protection. Someone with a revive skill wouldn't be the end of the world, even if it's a long cooldown. Like, if they're hard to kill, you know what I mean? But I don't know if I have the gear to make someone that hard to kill right now, so perhaps not that. You don't really do much, do you? Shield on this champion. Yeah. You don't really do. You're like only useful for that clan boss comp. That's really it, huh? How about like Channeler? Not for this though. I mean, skills on cooldown, weaken, AoE freeze, return. Gotta skill it up though. Force champs are also usable here. War Maiden would need a complete rework. She is very squishy. Like, we'd have to get her off the accuracy chest. I don't know if we can do that. And again, I don't know if it's worth messing up the one thing we have going for us in Arena right now. You know what I mean? Maybe you. You're slow, though. You're real slow. And you don't have skill ups. That's a problem as well. We gotta get skill ups in you if we want to use you. But he's solid. He's solid. Shield buff on all allies. Yeah, maybe if we get skills on him, he probably needs to be faster though. He's real slow. If we 6-star him, that's gonna beef him up a bit and open up a banner. Do we have a banner? There's an HP banner. I mean, how you gonna roll though? I mean, an extra 6 speed is not gonna make that big of a difference. Man, that could have rolled so much better. Bullshit game, dude. Shoot, we might just take the HP then. We're so low on silver. I've got to get in a dungeon. Man, I'm selling that bullshit. You can suck my butthole. You can suck my fucking butthole, dude. Think you're gonna stay in my account rolling like that? I just want to see what this does. Yeah, I mean that's the way it goes, dude. Splitting rolls is the way it goes. This could be real good for him, actually. Is it better? Yeah. Yeah, he needs to be faster. I can max the boots. That'll be what? They go to 40, right? That'll be 14 more. Still be kind of slow. We could 6-star him. Base speed is 95 right now. What's his base speed when he's maxed? 100. So base speed goes up at 6-star as well. I feel like he's one we're gonna 6-star too. We could probably go ahead and 6-star him. Actually, I think I would feel pretty comfortable with that. I think I'd feel pretty comfortable 6-starring him, assuming I have the silver to do it right now. Maybe I 6-star him and level him up with dagger for a bit, farm some silver. Will 8 brews even get him there? Yeah, let's 6-star him, and we can get some of these champs out of our face too. Just sacrifice it. I've already done that. And then you two. I feel good about that. He's one we're gonna use a lot for sure. Now skills. Do we want to just dump books in him? I reckon. How many does he? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13 books. We have 10. Okay, let's do it. Let's book him up. Let's invest in him. I feel like he's gonna fit into quite a few teams. I feel like he's gonna do quite a bit for us. He's a pretty solid champ. Let's go ahead and just fully invest in him. And then what do we get? We got cooldown. We didn't get the cooldown. So we need 3 more books. We need the cooldown here. That's going to be real helpful. So I need to level him up, get some silver, try to max those boots. And then we'll start thinking about maybe a manual for Dragon 18. Maybe I can sneak through it on manual. And then I really think 19 and 20 are not going to be... We're set up pretty well for 19, actually. We're very magic heavy still. And then here... We'll see. We'll see how it goes. Probably still need some improvements all around, but I feel like this is going to be our first 20 clear. You know what I mean? And that'll get us some decent stuff, right? There's very usable gear in here across the board. And then we also need to spend a little time in Fire Knight at some point as well. So that's probably the move. And then I think I have yeah, I've got one. Yeah. We've got a lot of energy stored up. So what we can do is just put these 2 on the team and then go sell, and we'll level up. Let's level up like everybody that's gonna end up being food first, which I guess is just those 2. And then like we've got a lot of food made down here as well. So we're gonna be able to build quite a few champs here. We're gonna be able to knock out quite a few champs. Let's go ahead and level up a few of you. And then I guess we'll throw in some of the other ones that we're eventually gonna want to do something with. I'm sure this is going to take more than 50 battles. We're probably good to go now. So yeah, I think we're going to run this for a while. 44 battles even. And then we'll work on getting Draconis rolling. And maybe today I'll get enough silver to max his boots. And we can maybe throw a couple glyphs on some of his gear just for a couple of extra speed points. And then maybe tomorrow we'll be able to... Maybe tomorrow we'll try to jump in and play around with Dragon 18 and see how it goes. And then I think if we can get through that, perhaps we can get through 19, and then we can at least start working on a 20 clear. Maybe that's going to be our next project for a minute. So I think that's probably... I think that's probably the plan. And we'll go ahead and wrap it up here for today. I'm getting out of here. Appreciate you guys. Hope you have a good one.